Hello, lovely people. This is Mark Damon. Okay, so a year ago, I discovered this new framework that Google has actually brought that people are going crazy about. I wanted to learn it so bad, so I actually installed my an Android Studio. Unfortunately, there is this common problem that a lot of people have. You can install the Android Studio, but at the end of the day, it looks as if the emulator is not working. And it took me a very long time. I have read through a lot of documentation. There was no solution for these kind of problems. But I finally figured out a solution to the problem. So I decided, let me do a video and then share this solution with people who are interested. So most of the time when you run your flutter, there are certain things that you want to run, like the flutter doctor, to make sure that everything is working. By default, sometimes there are two that never seem to work: the command line tools, and then when you haven't activated the licenses for your setup. So I'll be taking you through the process to get those done. I would advise that before you run the command line tools, figure out a way to resolve your emulator. That is first before you deal with the other problem. So I'm going into my command prompt, and as you can see, everything works. Okay, I'm going to run the same code again. There are no issues found. Okay, so what I will be teaching today is how you can actually set up the Android toolchain. Okay, the Android SDK command line tools, how you can set those up, and also get uh, your emulator working, so that instead of having the three browsers, you can actually have four devices, which is your emulator included. That is, I have four available. Three of them are browsers, and one, I think the two are browsers. One is a Windows, and then the other one, that is the emulator. So to show you that my emulator works, I will bring up my emulator. Okay, let me power it down. So yeah, that is my emulator, and it works perfectly. And the way that I went about resolving this issue was that you would want to go into, let me go to, so you want to go to your C drive. Okay, and then you want to look for users, and then select your current user. Okay, and then the next you select .android. That's where you are going to find your AVD, which is your virtual devices. So you want to get in there, and as you can see, this is AVD. Good. So let's get in there, and you realize that I have only one virtual device here. So you want to open it and get inside. And inside this inside this directory, okay, we are looking for a group of files that has this particular extension .lock. These files, you want to delete it. Okay, you want to delete it. uh for some reason, the documentation that I found that made mine work, the specification was to delete these files, and then after I'm done installing certain dependencies, then everything actually comes back to working. So first you want to do this, and once you've gone through the process of deleting these two files, I think you are one way, you're just away a step away from getting everything to work. So once that is sorted out, now the next thing you want to do is let's work on installing our command line tools. Okay, so to install the command line tools, you want to go in here to tools and then look for SDK manager. Once you found SDK, now look for your Android SDK. And then once you get in here, you want to look for the SDK tools. Inside SDK tools, now you are looking for Android SDK command line tools. Latest, that is latest, okay? And if it's not installed or checked, please you check it and then you click on apply so that it will download the needed dependencies to make it work for you, okay? So once you're done with it, you can close this particular window, and then you can fire up or restart the whole Android Studio. At the end of the day, it should work, and then you can actually bring up your emulator. And to bring that emulator up, I think apart from the fact that you can get it from just down here, you can also go to the tools, go to your AVD manager, and that is the only device that I've installed. If you want to go through the process of creating a new device, you just have to click on create virtual devices. Out of this list, which is a group of phones, you just have to select one that is suitable for the kind of thing you want to do. Okay, so let's say I select this and then I move on to the next, and you realize that I'm told a couple of things to actually images to install for that particular phone. So if I choose this, it would download the image. Okay, it will download the image for the phone, and then I'll probably have to hit next. Okay, and then you have to choose certain settings here, whether you want it on the landscape or a portrait. At the end of the day, it's your own preference, and then you click on finish. But I've already done this process, so I don't have to go through it. So this is how you do it. Okay, this is how you get your emulator working, and then that's how you get everything to pass when you run the flutter doctor. Thank you for your time. uh, my name is Mark Damon. Peace out.